Susan, Carol told me everything. Finally, you agreed to divorce, didn't you?
Yeah,
Thank you. You sacrificed a lot for Carol and me. Don't worry, I will definitely take good care of Carol. He and I will live happily ever after.
you came to me just to say those things, didn't you? As a former close friend of mine, you meddled in my marriage and ruined my happiness. Can't you even say sorry?
I really understand how you feel right now, so you can curse me anytime. I truly feel sorry and regretful about it, but in this love affair, there is no right or wrong. Carol and I love each other. We just want to find our own happiness.
What?
Do you think you can make Carol happy when he can't accept being a woman he doesn't love? If you really love him, you should accept leaving him so that he can be happy, right? Moreover, he has chosen me, your best friend. You are indeed a great matchmaker for me and him.
Are you mocking me?
Oh, why do you think so? That was my heartfelt sharing.
I never thought you were such a scheming woman.
We've known each other for over 10 years. Don't call me that, okay? It's really hurtful.
Hurt? You've caused me so much pain, yet you dare to say that I'm the one who hurt you? Don't call yourself my best friend when you act like this. I don't have a friend like you who interferes with other people's marriages and then feels self righteous like this. I was so blind to be friends with someone like you.
You're going too far with that. Why can't you accept the truth? Besides, didn't I already apologize to you? I've compensated you already. What else do you want?
Do you think that just compensation will make everything go away? That compensation is what you must pay me. But with what you have done, I will never forgive you.
Carl and I together really cause you a lot of pain. But we really love each other. Please, look at the truth.
Say no more. I do not want to hear this.
Do you think hiding is the solution to the problem? The money has been paid. I have apologized many times. Stop it. That's enough. You're an adult. Look at the truth.
Do you think running away will solve the problem?
Am I wrong? Because you were shouting and messing around all day. Carl left you. The reason for the current situation is all because of you. I advise you not to waste our time anymore. Please sign the divorce agreement quickly. Let everything go smoothly.
Don't worry. I will definitely sign it. From now on, I don't have any friends like you anymore. Don't ever appear in my life again.
Even though we go through these things, it doesn't mean that our friendship will end, right? Alright, I'm busy now, so please shut up.
1 week later,
Susan, can we discuss the compensation expenses? Can you consider reducing it?
huh?
Can you reduce it by half?
Reduce it by half? That's hilarious.
All right. Can I pay you in installments every month?
Didn't we discuss the compensation expenses from the beginning? The lawyer was there, and both parties have already signed it.
You thought I wanted to sign it? Just because there was a lawyer present, I had to sign.
What does that have to do with me?
With such a large amount of money, I really can't afford it. I beg you, can you help me? After all, we used to be married. Can't you make it less for me?
Don't forget how we agreed when we talked about divorce. If you want me to sign divorce papers, you must first pay me the compensation. Now that you've said that, I really have to think about whether to sign or not. Then, Sophia will keep bothering me until I sign it.
What? Sophia's bothering you?
Yes, she just contacted me asking me to sign it quickly. She doesn't want to wait a second.
Anyway, our relationship is very good. She wants to marry me quickly.
So why don't you keep your promise to her? Please, quickly pay me the compensation and end everything you owe me. If you can't, tell Sophia and let her arrange it for you.
Huh?
I forgot to say, She has already transferred her compensation to my account. The fact that she can transfer money to me so easily shows how much she loves you. I hope you can tell her that I won't sign because you didn't send me the money, not because I still have feelings for you. If you can't do it, the only way is for me to help you tell her the whole truth.
Hey, don't tell her about this. Don't worry. I'll transfer the money to you soon. You have to promise me not to let her know about this.
No problem. As long as you can transfer the money to me on time, I will keep my promise. As long as the money is transferred to my account, I will sign the divorce right away. 5 days later.
Susan, I have good news to share with you. Today, Carol and I registered to get married.
Is that so? Really? Congrats to the two of you. That was quick, wasn't it? Carol just transferred the money to me.
If you didn't keep dragging out of the divorce process with Carol, we wouldn't have had to go through all of this trouble. I asked Carol, and he told me the whole truth about this. I only found out later that you demanded a large amount of compensation from him.
That was legal advice, completely legitimate.
But you asked him to pay you $3 million? That's too much. Are you and the lawyer in cahoots? Why did you want so much money?
If Carol had the courage to betray his family, he should also face the corresponding consequences.
I have never thought you were such a greedy woman. Let me tell you, I paid more than half of Carl's compensation. Just because of you, I had to borrow money.
Huh? Unbelievable. You had to pay Carol compensation?
Do you know that because of this, he couldn't sleep or eat properly every day? He even hugged me and cried that he really couldn't afford to pay such large sum of money. If I didn't compensate, you wouldn't have divorced and he wouldn't have been able to marry me. So, I had to take responsibility.
If I knew you were capable of that, your compensation should have been doubled.
Because my love is for Carl. That's why I sacrifice so much. My love for him is deeper than you can imagine. If you really love Carol, how could you not do these things?
Really, I'm so touched.
Now that you haven't been paid, I hope you won't bother us again. You're Carl's ex-wife, so please face the reality.
Don't worry, I'm not your dumpster.
You still like to brag, don't you? In short, from now on, I am Carol's official wife. And you, just a woman abandoned by him. The woman he loves the most is only me.
Yes, fine, whatever. Anyway, what I wanted has already been achieved. Whether the two of you live or die in the future, it has nothing to do with me. And I hope you don't look for me anymore.
Wait a minute, I'm not done yet.
If you have something to say, just say it.
When you married Carol, I was your bridesmaid. Now that it's your turn to get married, you should also help me celebrate.
What?
I gave you a big red envelope at that time. This time, when you and Carol divorced, I didn't bother to ask for any compensation. You should at least give me a present.
You broke my heart, destroyed my family, even married my ex-husband. Haven't you hurt me enough? How dare you ask me to give you any present?
Regardless, we used to be friends. Shouldn't you show a little bit of kindness?
I don't have a friend like you. Stop being so arrogant.
But when you got married, I gave you a gift. Now I didn't receive anything? It's not fair. Moreover, Carol and I not only get married, but we also have a child together.
What? You're saying you're pregnant? And that's Carol's child?
I know. You will be sad to hear this news. That's because Carol's relationship with me is too strong. Now that we're going to get married and have a baby, shouldn't you bless us?
Really? Are you really pregnant?
Oh, I know you're going through pain. Let's face reality. Carl no longer loves you. His love is only mine. Unexpectedly, you love Carl so much.
I only hate Carol now. There's no love left.
Oh, really? Show me your sincerity then. I really hope you come to our wedding. If you truly don't care about him anymore, you shouldn't refuse my request.
I don't need to prove this to you.
Then, how do I know if you're just pretending? If you don't dare to attend our wedding, it shows that you don't want to face the reality. Isn't it normal to attend a close friend's wedding?
Honestly, I'm also surprised you fall in love with Carol.
Huh. What are you trying to say?
You want me to join your wedding, don't you? Okay, then I'll join. I didn't want to go only because I don't want to see the disgusting face of you and Carol.
Why would you say that?
What did I say wrong? You should ask who is more outrageous, me or Carol.
Huh? What does that have to do with Carol?
Carol not only betrayed me but also slept with my old best friend. He even flirted with your mother. I really don't want to attend such a man's wedding. It's really disgusting.
What?
What do you think I should give you? I think I should give you a lucky crystal to prevent third parties and deception. That's not right. It must be the fourth person.
Oh, what? Who's third person? Are you talking about my mother?
I really didn't expect that your love for Carol runs so deep like this. Even if you're in debt, you want to be with him. If it were me, I would definitely never spend money on that kind of garbage.
What the hell are you talking about? Please explain to me clearly.
What do you want me to explain?
You said Carol flirted with my mom? Don't talk nonsense, please. Someone's third person, you mean my mother, right? Let me tell you, don't think you can threaten me by making up these baseless stories.
Do you think I have nothing better to do than to make up stories with you? He really does have a romantic relationship with your mother.
It's totally impossible.
The reason I'm asking for a large amount of compensation for Carol is, in fact, his affair partner is not just you, but many other women.
Huh? Are you telling the truth?
Yes, in addition to you, there are other women. Among them is your mother. If I remember correctly, your mother has been divorced for many years, hasn't she?
What? How could that be? Carol and my mother flirting? I don't believe it.
It doesn't matter if you believe it or not. At that time, to find evidence of Carol's infidelity, I spent a lot of money to hire an investigation company. Surprisingly, your mother appeared in some of the photos. What's even more surprising is that at that time, she not only knew that Carol was my husband, even though she knows these things, but still chooses to be with Carol. You and your mother are truly mother and daughter.
How could this happen? My mother knows these things but still wants to be with Carol?
I really don't understand why women in your family have an affair with such a scumbag.
Oh, does Carol really have other women? And among them is my mother? I can't believe it.
The relationship between me and Carol hasn't been good for years. I wanted to turn a blind eye and pretend to be happy couple. I didn't expect him to get worse and worse. How can I live with such a filthy man? I'm sick of it.
How could this happen?
After deciding to divorce Carol, I started secretly collecting evidence. After all, I don't want that disgusting person to benefit from the divorce.
So that's why you demanded a large compensation from him?
Yes, that's why I definitely have to win. The original lawyer said I can claim a higher amount, but I know full well that he cannot afford it. You think I'm asking for too much? But in fact, I'm already benevolent. If not, your debt may be even greater than this.
Because of Carol, I don't hesitate to borrow money to help him make up for the compensation. I never thought I would have to pay for another woman.
That's why I admire you so much. You and Carol have only been together for 3 months, right? In just a few short months, you were able to repay him. You really love him. If it were me, I definitely couldn't do what you did.
Impossible. It's totally impossible. Carl told me clearly that the only woman he loves is me. He himself told me that.
Can you believe those words? Have you read too many romance novels? Okay, I'm not interested in the lovey-dovey stuff between you and Carol. I don't want to get involved in this issue anymore. If you have any problems, it's best to ask him directly. That night,
I didn't expect how cruel you are. Why did you tell Sophia the truth? Didn't you promise me to keep it a secret?
when did I promise you that? Do you have any proof?
You're being outrageous. If I had known you would change like this, I wouldn't have compensated you for anything.
What? Are you even ashamed of yourself? His compensation is that Sophia borrowed money to pay him. You are currently dependent on women. How dare you say this to me?
Shut up. If it wasn't for you messing up my work, I wouldn't have turned out this way. It wasn't easy for me to marry Sophia. My new life has just begun. Because of your actions, everything has become meaningless.
Why are you so angry?
You destroyed my happiness. Of course I got angry.
Yes, what you said is not wrong. This is also my problem. Can you give me a chance to make it up to you?
Make it up? How can this be made up?
Can you calm down? Sophia was angry when she found out your secret, right? Let me tell you a secret about her. Are you interested?
What do you mean?
The feeling of being scolded by Sophia is really annoying, isn't it? I have a good chance for you to change your luck.
Good chance.
Do you want to know what Sophia is hiding from you?
What is Sophia hiding from me?
Sophia just told me she's pregnant.
Huh? She's pregnant.
Well, you and I should know very well that this baby is definitely not yours.
How could she possibly be pregnant? It's impossible.
Regarding the matter of your couple, I don't want to get involved anymore. Decide for yourself. A few hours later,
Susan! What did you say to Carol? Why did he get angry when he found out that I was pregnant? Did he say he would do a paternity test?
Carol just wants to know if the baby in your belly is his. Isn't this normal? Do you two have to live together in the end?
Huh? Are you crazy? The baby in my belly is obviously Carol's.
Sorry, what I said is the truth. Carol is infertile, so there's no way she could have a child. Furthermore, the investigative agency also took pictures of you and Carol's cousin together.
What?
You and his cousin knew each other for less than 2 hours, but you already exchanged contact information, even checked into a hotel that night.
How do you know about that?
It seems like you and Carol's cousin are quite affectionate, huh? I heard the two of you meet every week.
According to the people of the investigation company, you and Carol's cousin see each other regularly every week. We just talk.
So what? So why don't you dare take a paternity test? If Carol finds out that the child in your womb is his nephew, he will be very angry, right?
Susan, I beg you, don't let Carol know about this. You refused to divorce Carol back then, so I was under a lot of pressure. To relieve the pressure, I will continue to meet with Carol's cousin.
You have to promise me that you won't harass me anymore. If you dare to send me messages or deliberately provoke me, I will transfer all the evidence to Carol.
I'm sorry. I promise you, I will never harass you again. Please don't tell Carol.
One day later,
I really didn't expect Sophia to be that kind of woman. I'm going crazy.
I thought you two match well with each other.
What? How dare you say that? Do you know the woman who's dating my cousin? I'm really blind to love such a woman.
What? How did you know about this so soon?
Sophia wanted to hide from me. I never thought my cousin would actively seek her out. He even told me that the baby in Sophia's belly could be his.
Isn't that fun? The whole family loves each other.
I'll never forgive her. Because of her, I don't hesitate to divorce you, even cut off contact with other women. I never thought she would dare betray me and stay with my cousin.
Isn't what she did the same as what you used to do? You cheated during the marriage, so why couldn't she? Moreover, you even flirted with her mother.
These are two different things, understand? Anyway, I've made up my mind. I want to divorce Sophia. Susan, I've understood. The woman I love the most is none other than you. Can we get back together?
Huh?
After all this has happened, I don't see anyone as good as you. I promise you, I will only love you. No cheating. I will love only you. I will come find you right away and I'll register our marriage together, okay?
Do you think where I live is a place for you to dump your trash? Only a crazy person would come back to you.
We were once husband and wife anyway. Why are you so indifferent to me? Don't you want to keep all the compensation for yourself? Don't forget, it's all my money.
You betrayed your family, cheated on our marriage. Compensating for the damages is a must. I'm telling you, I'll never come back to you. And now I'm in Maldives. I don't have time to chat with you.
Maldives?
I really have to thank you for compensating me with such a large sum of money so I can travel all over the place like this. The feeling of using money is great. Oh, my apartment has been sold and I've quit my job. I won't come back anymore. Now I have money and time, of course, I have to enjoy it to the fullest. How can I remarry a trash like you?
Susan, I really need you.
Not my business. Isn't it all your fault? If you have time to talk nonsense with me, you should also think about how to deal with the child in Sophia's belly. You should call your grandson.
I gave you all my money. I have no money to take care of the child.
Don't worry about that. It has nothing to do with me. I hope you and your Sophia will have 100-year happy family. After that, Carol repeatedly asked Sophia to take a paternity test, but Sophia stubbornly refused. After the baby was born, Sophia had no choice but to agree with Carol. The paternity test results also surprised everyone. That child is neither Carol nor Carol's cousins. It's from another man. This incident shocked Carol's family. They could not accept such a shameful incident in their own home. At the request of the elders, Carol and her cousin were kicked out of the house and never set foot again. Then I heard from friends that Sophia and Carol are not divorced. They still live together. Carol's cousin will also show up at their house every week. The three of them continue this strange and terrible family relationship.